There comes a time in everyone's life when everything seems to fall apart, when the weight of the world sits heavy on your chest, and no matter how hard you try, nothing seems to work. You begin to question yourself, your purpose, and even the meaning of life. The dreams you once held close now feel distant and unreachable, and your heart aches with disappointment. But what if this breaking, this deep pain, this shattering of who you thought you were, is not a punishment, but a preparation? What if life, in its divine wisdom, is not destroying you but molding you into someone greater than you've ever been? Because when life breaks you, it's not the end of your story, it's the beginning of your transformation. It's life's sacred way of preparing you for greatness. Every great soul has walked through darkness before reaching light. Look at the stories of people who changed the world. They all began with struggle, heartbreak, and loss. Before the butterfly takes flight, the caterpillar must dissolve completely in its cocoon. It breaks down into nothing before being reborn into beauty. The same happens to you. When you face suffering, heartbreak, and failures, life is asking you to surrender the old version of yourself that no longer serves your destiny. It's stripping away your pride, your fears, your limitations, and all the things that cannot go with you to the next level of your purpose. Life breaks you open, so that the light within you can finally shine. When everything seems to fall apart, that's when your soul begins to awaken. Pain is not meant to destroy you, but to purify you. It's like fire refining gold. It burns away everything that is impure, leaving only what is strong and true. Your tears are not wasted. They are watering the seeds of your future strength. Every heartbreak, every rejection, every loss you've endured is shaping you into someone who can handle the blessing that's coming. Because greatness requires strength, and strength is born from struggle. Sometimes you may cry out and ask, "Why me? Why do I have to go through so much pain? Why can't life be easier?" But if life was always easy, you would never grow. You would never know how strong, brave, and resilient you truly are. The moments that break you also reveal the warrior within you. They teach you endurance. They teach you compassion. They teach you faith. They teach you to rely not on the world, but on the divine power within you. The truth is, you cannot reach your highest potential without being tested. You cannot discover your destiny without first walking through difficulty. Just like a diamond is formed under pressure, your greatness is born through your challenges. When life breaks you, it is inviting you to rebuild yourself, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose. It's not about what happens to you, but what happens within you. You have a choice. You can let the pain define you, or you can let it refine you. You can allow the storms to crush your spirit, or you can use them to rise higher. Remember, the tallest trees grow from the deepest roots, roots that had to go down through hard soil before they could reach the water of life. The same goes for your soul. Every hardship you face is grounding you deeper, preparing you to rise stronger. There is a mysterious beauty in brokenness. When your heart breaks, it opens wide enough for light to enter. It teaches you empathy, to feel the pain of others and offer love. It teaches you humility, to understand that you cannot control everything. It teaches you surrender, to trust the timing and wisdom of the universe. In your breaking, you become more human, more real, more alive. The parts of you that were selfish, impatient, or afraid begin to fade, and in their place grows wisdom, patience, and courage. Life breaks you because it wants to rebuild you with divine materials, with love, truth, and faith. Think about the greatest storms in nature. They are powerful, chaotic, and destructive. Yet after the storm passes, the air becomes cleaner, the earth greener, and the sky clearer. The same happens in your life. The storm that breaks you also clears your path. It removes what doesn't belong, the toxic people, the false beliefs, the old habits, the fears that held you back. It may feel painful when those things are stripped away, but later you'll realize that they were never meant to stay. Life is making space for something better, something extraordinary. Sometimes you have to lose everything to gain yourself. You have to walk through the desert to appreciate the oasis. You have to face the night to value the sunrise. And when you rise from the ashes of your pain, you will not be the same person. You will be wiser, stronger, and more grounded. You'll carry a new kind of peace, the peace that comes from surviving what you thought would break you. You'll realize that what you went through was not a curse, but a calling. The pain was your teacher, the darkness your guide, and the breaking your awakening. Every tear you cried has meaning. Every sleepless night, every disappointment, every silent prayer has built something inside you that the world cannot take away: resilience. You now have a strength that only comes from walking through fire. You have faith that only comes from seeing light in the middle of darkness. You have courage that only comes from surviving fear. You have love that only grows when your heart has been broken and healed again. You've become someone extraordinary, not because life was easy, but because you refused to give up when it was hard. When life breaks you, it's actually aligning you with your destiny. Sometimes the door you wanted to walk through had to close, because there's a better one waiting. Sometimes the people who left your life had to go, because their energy couldn't travel with you to your next chapter. Sometimes you had to fail, because success would have destroyed you if it came too early. Life knows what it's doing. The breaking is not random. It's sacred design. You are being sculpted into the person you were always meant to be. Don't rush the process. Don't fight the pain. Let it teach you. Let it transform you. Let it show you who you really are. When everything seems to crumble, remember that the foundation of your soul is still strong. The same divine power that created the stars lives within you. You are not broken. You are being reshaped. You are being called to rise. You are being prepared for greatness. The heroes of life are not those who never fell, but those who rose again and again. Every time you choose hope over despair, faith over fear, love over bitterness, you win. You grow. You become closer to your divine purpose. You become unstoppable. So when life breaks you, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask instead, "What is life trying to teach me? What strength is being born in me?" Because the pain you feel today is the strength you will stand on tomorrow. You may not see it now, but one day you'll look back and realize that the hardest seasons of your life were the most important. They shaped you into the person capable of living your destiny. The job you lost taught you to trust your own abilities. The love that ended taught you to value yourself. The disappointment that crushed you taught you patience and resilience. Every loss was actually a gift wrapped in disguise. Every tear was a seed of transformation. Life's breaking moments are like divine construction zones. Old structures are demolished so new ones can rise. It looks messy, chaotic, and painful while it's happening, but in the end, it creates something more beautiful, more stable, and more powerful. That's what's happening inside you right now. You are under construction by the hands of destiny. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not losing. You are learning. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. Life is chiseling away everything that's not truly you, revealing the masterpiece hidden underneath. Trust the process. Have faith that everything you're going through has purpose. The greater your struggle, the greater your story will be. So breathe. Wipe your tears. Lift your head. You are stronger than you think, and this pain will not last forever. One day soon, the same life that broke you will bless you beyond measure. You'll realize that every trial was building your strength, every delay was protecting your timing, and every heartbreak was guiding your path. You'll thank the storm for showing you your power. You'll thank the pain for teaching you compassion. You'll thank the breaking for preparing you for greatness. Because when life breaks you, it's not ending your story, it's rewriting it into something far more powerful. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. And one day, when you rise from this season of pain, you'll shine so brightly that everyone will see the divine purpose behind your suffering. You'll become a light for others still walking through their darkness. You'll be living proof that no matter how much life breaks you, it can never destroy you, because you were made for greatness. There are moments in life when everything within you feels shattered, when the dreams you nurtured for years seem to crumble before your eyes. You pray, you cry, you question, and yet the silence seems endless. It feels as though the universe has turned its back on you. But the truth is far more profound. In those moments of deep despair, the universe is not ignoring you. It is transforming you. The silence is sacred. The pain is divine. It's life whispering, "I am preparing you for something beyond your imagination." When life breaks you, it's not because you're weak. It's because you're being chosen for something higher. Every wound, every scar, every sleepless night is shaping your soul for a destiny that ordinary hearts could not carry. You are being refined by the fires of experience, so you can shine brighter than ever before. You are being trained to handle blessings that require spiritual maturity. The breaking is not punishment, it's preparation. There's a hidden law of the universe. Before elevation comes separation. Before destiny comes difficulty. Before greatness comes breaking. Just like a seed must crack open in the dark soil before it sprouts toward the light, you too must break open before your true potential can rise. The darkness you're facing isn't meant to bury you, it's meant to plant you. You're not being destroyed, you're being sown into your next season of greatness. Think about how gold is purified. It is placed in fire so that the impurities can be burned away. The fire doesn't destroy the gold. It reveals its true essence. The same happens to your spirit when you go through hardships. The fire you feel is not your enemy. It's your transformation. It's burning away your doubts, fears, and insecurities. It's revealing the strength, courage, and wisdom that already live inside you. You're not losing yourself. You're becoming your truest self. When you're in the middle of pain, you might not see the purpose. You might think life is unfair or cruel. But one day, you'll look back and realize that the very thing that broke you was the thing that built you. That heartbreak that tore your heart apart taught you compassion. That betrayal that shattered your trust taught you discernment. That failure that crushed your spirit taught you perseverance. Each wound carved depth into your soul, allowing you to carry more light. Even Jesus was broken before he rose in glory. Before the resurrection came the cross. Before the crown came the pain. Life follows the same divine pattern. Your breaking precedes your breakthrough. You can't reach resurrection without crucifixion. You can't carry light without first walking through darkness. But remember this, the story never ends in the tomb. You will rise. The pain you're feeling now will one day become the strength you stand upon. When life breaks you, it's calling you inward. It's asking you to listen to the voice of your soul, the voice that has been drowned out by the noise of the world. It's in those moments of emptiness that you rediscover what truly matters. You learn that peace doesn't come from possessions or success. It comes from presence. You learn that love isn't about who stays, but about the divine love that never leaves. You learn that strength doesn't mean never falling. It means rising again, no matter how many times you've been knocked down. You see, life is a divine sculptor. Every challenge, every loss, every delay, it's the chisel in God's hand, shaping your soul into a masterpiece. The cracks in your heart are not flaws. They're places where light enters. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are badges of honor that tell the story of a soul that refused to surrender. When you embrace your pain instead of resisting it, you unlock the hidden beauty of your existence. You start to see that even the worst moments were guiding you home, to yourself, to faith, to love. The truth is, greatness cannot be born in comfort. It is born in chaos. It is born in uncertainty. It is born in moments where you have nothing left but faith. Because when everything is stripped away, your plans, your pride, your expectations, that's when you meet your true power. That's when you realize that you were never alone. That's when you feel the presence of something greater than yourself, holding you, healing you, guiding you. Every broken piece of your story is a piece of divine art. The heartbreak that once made you weep becomes the inspiration for someone else's healing. The failure that once humiliated you becomes the wisdom you use to help others rise. The loneliness that once crushed your heart becomes the connection that bonds you with humanity. You become living proof that pain can be transformed into purpose. Your story becomes a light for others still trapped in their own darkness. And when that moment comes, when you finally rise from the ashes, you will see that nothing was wasted. Not a single tear, not a single moment of despair. Life was preparing you, not punishing you. You'll look back and realize that you had to lose what you thought you wanted to make space for what your soul truly needed. You'll see that rejection was redirection, that endings were beginnings in disguise, that what you thought broke you actually set you free. Even Jesus was broken before he rose in glory. Before the resurrection came the cross. Before the crown came the pain. Life follows the same divine pattern. Your breaking precedes your breakthrough. You can't reach resurrection without crucifixion. You can't carry light without first walking through darkness. But remember this, the story never ends in the tomb. You will rise. The pain you're feeling now will one day become the strength you stand upon. When life breaks you, it's calling you inward. It's asking you to listen to the voice of your soul, the voice that has been drowned out by the noise of the world. It's in those moments of emptiness that you rediscover what truly matters. You learn that peace doesn't come from possessions or success. It comes from presence. You learn that love isn't about who stays, but about the divine love that never leaves. You learn that strength doesn't mean never falling. It means rising again, no matter how many times you've been knocked down. You see, life is a divine sculptor. Every challenge, every loss, every delay, it's the chisel in God's hand, shaping your soul into a masterpiece. The cracks in your heart are not flaws. They're places where light enters. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are badges of honor that tell the story of a soul that refused to surrender. When you embrace your pain instead of resisting it, you unlock the hidden beauty of your existence. You start to see that even the worst moments were guiding you home, to yourself, to faith, to love. The truth is, greatness cannot be born in comfort. It is born in chaos. It is born in uncertainty. It is born in moments where you have nothing left but faith. Because when everything is stripped away, your plans, your pride, your expectations, that's when you meet your true power. That's when you realize that you were never alone. That's when you feel the presence of something greater than yourself, holding you, healing you, guiding you. Every broken piece of your story is a piece of divine art. The heartbreak that once made you weep becomes the inspiration for someone else's healing. The failure that once humiliated you becomes the wisdom you use to help others rise. The loneliness that once crushed your heart becomes the connection that bonds you with humanity. You become living proof that pain can be transformed into purpose. Your story becomes a light for others still trapped in their own darkness. And when that moment comes, when you finally rise from the ashes, you will see that nothing was wasted. Not a single tear, not a single moment of despair. Life was preparing you, not punishing you. You'll look back and realize that you had to lose what you thought you wanted to make space for what your soul truly needed. You'll see that rejection was redirection, that endings were beginnings in disguise, that what you thought broke you actually set you free. So, if you are in the middle of breaking right now, breathe. Don't curse the storm. It's washing away what no longer serves you. Don't fear the darkness. It's where your roots grow strong. Don't resist the pain. It's birthing your power. You are being prepared for something beyond this moment. The universe is stretching your soul so that it can hold more love, more light, more strength, and more purpose than ever before. Remember this: diamonds are created under pressure. Stars are born from chaos, and flowers grow from dirt. You too are being shaped by divine design. The same hands that created the mountains are holding your heart. The same force that commands the oceans is guiding your path. You are part of something infinite, something divine, something eternal. And that's why your breaking cannot be the end. It's only the beginning of your transformation. There will come a day when your pain will make sense. When you'll smile at the memories that once made you cry. When you'll see how every loss prepared you for the blessings you were destined to receive. When you'll realize that the strength you now have could only be born from the battles you fought. And when that day comes, you'll thank life for every challenge. You will say, "Now I understand. The breaking was my becoming." You'll rise from your pain not as the person you were, but as the person you were meant to be, softer yet stronger, humble yet unshakable, broken yet whole. You'll carry the fire of your trials in your eyes, and the peace of your healing in your heart. You'll walk with purpose, knowing that nothing and no one can ever take away what you've found within yourself. You'll become the embodiment of resilience, grace, and faith. You'll realize that when life broke you, it wasn't trying to end you, it was trying to awaken you. So keep walking, even when the path is unclear. Keep believing, even when the night feels endless. Keep trusting, even when everything inside you wants to give up. Because the dawn always comes after the darkest hour. The light always returns. And when it does, it will not just illuminate your path, it will reveal the greatness that life has been preparing you for all along. You were not born to break, you were born to rise. You were not meant to fade, you were meant to shine. Every trial, every tear, every storm has been a step toward your destiny. You are being prepared for a life that's bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than you could ever imagine. Hold on. Have faith. Your greatness is coming, and when it arrives, you'll understand that the breaking was never your end. It was your divine beginning.